Love and gratitude to you. Thank you for being here. Welcome to today's messages. We are going to tap in to the energies and see what messages come up for us today. If you are drawn to this reading for any reason at any time, there could be messages for you. It's a collective reading, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Okay, let's start with this Arcturian key that I feel like is... What is it? Illusion. The energy of illusion makes you aware that you can only find safety within yourself. Stop clutching at straws. They are delusional certainties. The truth is a process of evolution. It is constantly changing. Do you think you understood it all yesterday? Then today something happened that changed everything. Suddenly everything seems an illusion. However, when you look at the truth as constantly changing data that grows with your development, you will notice that you can discover a new truth every day. What happened to be your truth yesterday may be another truth today due to new insights and perspectives. This creates a new dimension. Through releasing your ideas about the truth, you learn new insights and new worlds open up for you. You may resist, but wouldn't that harm you? There is so much more within your truth than you might think. You can change your truth every moment. A simple conversation with someone might tackle your fixed truth and lead to new perspectives. Try it. You might enjoy it. Yes. Okay. So this makes me think of, we think we've figured everything out. We've got everything lined up. Everything makes sense. And then this new bit of information comes floating in from somewhere, and it throws everything out, and we have to reestablish, reconsider, reevaluate what we thought to be true. Okay. Oh, I forgot to put these on. Ta-da! I don't know if you can see them. Okay, so we've got the illusion. Oh no! The illusion shatters. Oh no! I just broke my wand. See? Just when you feel like something is the way it is, something out of your control happens and it becomes something else. And I think the trick is to allow things to be as they are and not hold them fixed to what we thought they were. A sad but potent lesson learned. Okay. Aw. All right, let's get some additional confirmation and set point by the runes. From the runes with the runes. We'll ask for a rune to support the illusion. Thurisaz. This is the burning away of illusions, I feel like. Burning away of the old. Let's see here. Thurisaz, what do you got for us now? Where are you? Where are you, Thurisaz? Oh, no, that's Wunjo. Wunjo is joy, joy, joy. There we go. Protection, passion, defense, conflict, and male potency. There says, is the sharp and painful stab of the thorn that jolts us awake and into awareness. Okay, a regenerative catalyst. A passionate internal flame that warms but also can burn. Yes. Well, if the break of a selenite wand isn't a what do you call it? A slap in the face, a thorn that jolts us awake, and then I don't know what is. But I think it's, yes, very much so. Allow things to ebb and flow out of your life, right? To be released when they want to, and not to hold fast. Don't cry over broken wands. I'm trying. Okay. Let's see what other messages are coming out for us today. I'm gonna start with these cards and whoa. Oh, interesting. There you go. This is exactly it. Don't cry over spilt milk, right? When you lose something or seemingly lose a thing, focus on the things that you still have instead of the things that you have lost. The universe wants to give you more of what you're focusing on, so you don't want to focus on the things that you've lost. You want to focus on the things that you still have. Okay. Let's see. Let us see. Okay. So yes, the Five of Wands. This is the consolidating your energies, a point of focus on the things that you have versus the things that you do not, the things that you have lost. Going all in on the 2 cups. Okay, so your ability to do this is what leads you towards your, or brings you to your own self-mastery, right? You are no longer a reactive slave, right? You're not a slave to your reactions. You're not a slave to external circumstances, puppeting your emotions, how you feel, right? When things fall and break, when things fall away or ebb and flow away from you, there's no, you are consciously choosing how you respond to the things. And you're doing so in a way that serves your greatest and highest good, which is, it serves nothing to cry over things that break, things that you lose, things that remove themselves from your experience. Okay, yes, your experience has shown you that. This is the experience card that's leading you to your intuition, right? This is your experience on, you've been down that road. You've fallen onto the floor along the side, the broken wand, and shouted, fists clenched to the sky, why? Why? You know, you've cried, you've rolled around on the ground, you've temper tantrumed, you've beat your fists upon the earth, and, you know, flailed and all of this stuff. And that was all part of your process. That was a necessary part. But now you recognize that that serves nothing, right? You don't get anything back from that. You don't you don't get the thing that you broke back. It's gone. It's lost. It's broken. But there is an opportunity for something else, right? Now I have 3 pieces of selenite instead of one gorgeous piece, right? Hello? One second. Okay. Sorry. Scully was Marin. Okay, so look, and it's a perfect example. Okay, instead of being like focusing on the loss of the thing, what can you gain from it, right? How can you pivot? How can you turn the things? Where's the silver lining? What are you taking from it so that you can quickly move on, right? Okay. What lessons did you learn? Don't leave it on the edge of a surface where it can roll. I feel like it just rolled on its own. Okay, anyways, we've got the Knight of Swords. This is your protection, protecting your heart, protecting how you feel. Okay, your experience has proven, shown, supported that your heart, your emotional regularity is very, very important. Okay. More than anything that you can lose. Because all things in the material realm, it's energy, and energy is supposed to ebb and flow. There's a time, there's a space, there's things out of our control that we don't know about. So the best thing to do is to focus on what you can control, and that is your heart, your emotions, how you respond to the things, your cup that you hold close to you. Okay. And protecting that. And this isn't to avoid feeling sad about things, right? But don't linger there. Don't wallow. Okay, we've got the King of Wands. This king is a passionate king who takes action, keeps his eye on the prize, and takes action. Okay, and I actually feel like because then we've got the balance between the masculine and feminine, between the flowing and the taking action, right? Between your heart and your mind, your head. And this divine union within, this balance within, supporting and strengthening your self-mastery. Okay, there is another confirmation on the choices that you make and the effects that they have, right? You can choose to focus on the 2 cups that you have or the 3 that you lost. And you are choosing what is best for your heart in every moment, okay? Yes, also a time and a place to flow and allow and to take action upon, to move swiftly. Wow. Okay. So this King of Cups here, there's your balance in your heart space. And your Queen of Swords, this is your discernment on when to take action, when to speak your truth. Swords talk a lot about are about communication. And yeah, because your communication can empower or break down, depending, right? Just like a double-edged sword, it can hunt and kill, and it can also serve and protect, depending on how you wield it. Just like any tool, right? Can be used to create or destroy. And you're choosing how you choose for yourself, for your engagement in life, plays a role in the kind of life you are engaging within or in. We also have divine counterparts here, which is beautiful. It's also, yes, that balanced heart space being very important. And your ships will finally come in. Okay, 3 of Wands. Passionate movement in your favor. The King of Pentacles. Okay, so I was King of Pentacles joined me in my shower this morning, and I was thinking about how he's holding this star, right? And stars are representative of wishes, and it's like this King of Pentacles is holding your wish. Okay, so the King of Pentacles is the Earth King. He's grounded, he's centered, he's stable, and he is prolific in the earth realm, right? In the material realm. He's very much concerned with money and material means, right? But it's like, I mean, this could be a person in your energy field who is bringing in an opportunity that is your wish come true, right? This could be a solid standing in like a job opportunity, or someone who wants to be a part of your team, be a part of your world, be in cahoots with you. But this can also be you grounding yourself in such a way in the material realm that you make your own wishes come true. So whatever makes sense for you. But he's coming in with these ships, okay? So it's definitely something that you are pulling into your reality that is grounded and stable. And when I say stable, I mean like not an environment of crazy making, and not an environment of gaslighting and downplaying and belittling and disregarding, dismissing, and all of those things. This is an environment where you can grow, right? He's like the fertile soil that you can grow within confidently, without fear, without the attack on your nervous system, right? And this comes after you've balanced your internal emotional realms, your heart. Balanced your heart. Ooh, and released all of the things that no longer serve. Okay. And I feel like this is part of this Queen of Swords discernment, that you have this ability to know what to cut away and the ability to take action on what needs to be taken action on. You need to, that's your balance of the masculine and feminine within, right? Is a knowing and a going, inspired action, this passionate action, not flitless action. The difference between your vacuuming your house with it plugged in versus it not being plugged in. Your Queen of Swords recognizes and discerns when you're plugged in, and then signals your King of Wands to take action. Okay, and your Fool is who trusts in the process, in the unseen, and takes leaps of faith. And you know, your experience has helped you get to a point where you can trust, that things do work out in your favor if you just get out of your own way, if you just allow. Okay, if you choose to take the sword of destiny and make it yours. I always think of King Arthur with the sword, right? And the action required, right? The queen's like, okay, that sword, I want to pull it. I think it's meant to be mine. And the King of Wands goes over and pulls it out, right? Claims the destiny. And yes, like King Arthur, it was meant just for him to pull. So this is about taking an active role in your own destiny, making the necessary actions to acquire and support the outcomes that you are looking for, and having the patience for those actions to build momentum and start to feed back to you. Okay, and I feel like you needed to wait on your heart for it to get to a certain space of openness, of allowingness, right? It's like if you are manifesting love in your life, well, how are you going to recognize it if you don't even know what it feels like, if you don't know how your heart needs and wants to be loved? And so it's an important part of your process, right? Your experience, you've tried to just love people and you ended up drawing in people that used and abused you or disregarded or tossed your heart to the curb. And, you know, some of us had our hearts curb stomped and blendered and all this kind of stuff. And so, and this is what makes you such a beautiful heart-based being, is because you didn't abandon your own heart. You didn't just leave it lying broken on the side of the road and was like, well, if nobody wants it, then I guess it's not worthy of being loved. You chose to pick up the pieces and to hug it and to hold it and to pour yourself into it to the degree that you healed it yourself. And now you have a different understanding of the value of your heart. And so your level of discernment on who gets access to it and who you want to give it to also changed, became more powerful. Okay, through your introspection, going within, and self-reflecting. Like, why do I have this tendency of drawing in people who are using and abusing my heart? Well, it's because I don't know the own value of my own heart, right? And I feel like this is part of what you're releasing, those versions of self who allowed that kind of access. And this is what strengthened your discernment as well. Okay, and this is what helped your transformation. Helped you to transform into who you are today, okay? And we've got another counterpart over here. So the importance of your discernment and your releasing and your heart. This is where you've developed this balance. This is why this Hierophant card, this is your self-devotion, devotion to self, your self-mastery, but also it's a willingness to learn, right? In order to master anything, you have to embrace learning. And this is what you've done, or are in the process of doing. But, energy is time. This is why all the readings are timeless, because it depends. We're all on different parts of our own path. And so apply it to wherever you are. Maybe this is that illusion that is breaking for you, where you're like, oh, I never thought of that. And oh, this is where I need to tighten up on my discernment and my heart, my self-love, strengthening that. So wherever you are in the journey, this is part of the transformation process. This is the part of becoming a queen. Okay, now we've got three counterparts. We've got the King and Queen of Wands here. The Queen of Wands, she's in her authentic self of beingness, right? And the Sunflower also was in the shower with me this morning. Just thinking about the seeds of the sunflower, right? One seed planted grows a sunflower whose center is full, like an abundance of more seeds. And it's what the feminine energy, the divine feminine, does for the masculine. The masculine shows up with the seed and gives it to his feminine, and she nurtures it and grows a sunflower and compounds and amplifies and bears much fruiting. Okay, though I want to put the King and Queen of Wands together. There we go. Amazing. We also have the Two of Cups at the bottom here, and this is that balance of self, right? This is the going all in on the Two of Cups here. Choosing to focus on what you have and not what you've lost. Yeah, you're not focused on the sunflower, whoa, that is dead. You're focusing on all the seeds it is left behind that are potentials for new growth. Okay. And then we've got the Three of Cups, the celebration, and the Ace of Pentacles. This becoming one able to receive your wishes, your manifestations, and the celebration of that. And we also have like a soul tribe coming in here, and you being in the state of groundedness, of centeredness, of abundantness. Okay. So I feel like this comes in once you've reached this Queen of Wands stage where you are unabashedly you in a balanced, loving heart space, balanced discernment and releasing, patient, um, taking passionate action on the things that you want, that are your destiny, and remaining open to learn while also being aware of how much you already know. Okay. That is when you draw in your soul tribe and your celebrations. Well, this is like an acknowledgement that you're worthy of being celebrated. Okay, we've got another balance card here, the Temperance. This is the masculine and feminine. This is the pouring into self, and the balancing. This is the ebb and the flow. This is the heating and the cooling and the tempering process of the sword forging that is you. This is kind of beautiful because this is the sword that you are forging. You are forging your own destiny through your balance and patience in the process. You're creating this sword and then choosing to wield it, to claim it, to own it. Through your balancing of all your states, okay? Balance centered, physical, emotional, mental, spiritual, tapped in, tuned in, turned on state of being. This balance within and as within, so without. Okay, so trusting in your intuition right now because it is very strong. You're trusting in your ability to transmute all things, to burn away all that no longer serves, to release, to transform, even when that thing that no longer serves is the last version of you, the version of you who didn't know how to love, didn't know how to create boundaries. The magician is somebody you transform into once you master the tempering process, because the magician is one who turns lead into gold, right? And we're talking about turning a weak metal into a strong sword, turning one thing through a process into something stronger, which is a beautiful thing. Okay, what do we got here? Oh, we got a tower coming in quick. Okay. And I feel like this was all preparing you to handle this tower that's coming in quick. And, you know, a tower can be as jolting as your beautiful selenite wand just suddenly breaking, shattering into 3 pieces, right? But the beautiful thing about selenite is that its size does not affect its power and its potency. So, you know, I had 1 selenite wand. Now I have 3 pieces of selenite. So I have, it's like um, something needing to break in order to reveal something else, right? To rebuild. Maybe I'll make 2 other mini ones. Who knows? Who knows what it'll inspire me to make, right? And so your ability to quickly move towards the silver lining, to the what can I take and make from this breakdown of the old, right? It's like, yes, you are acknowledging this old structure that you have been accustomed to that got you to where you are today. You're acknowledging, you're recognizing it, but you're also allowing it to fall away when it falls away, right? When the lightning hits the tower, it tears that tower down to rubble. And your ability to see that quickly, this is your strength. This is your transmutational power, right? You're like, oh, this is an opportunity for me to build something better, right? Yes. I'm seeing like a canvas, and there's been this picture on it that's been in your foyer for, you know, a lot of your life. And it is an image of whatever you want it to be. And something, somehow, maybe there's a flood or rainstorm in your house or whatever, and it wipes the board clean. And yes, there's that moment of grief, of recognition of the loss of that thing that you can never get back. But then there's a quick turnaround of like, wow, now it's an empty slate and I can choose anything that I want to put on it. And I'm no longer stuck with the image that it came with. I now have the opportunity to create something new, specific to who and what and where I am now, to my theme that I have in my entryway. I don't know, is a foyer an entryway? I think so. Okay, because I feel like this tower that's coming in fast, we've got the chariot, and this is my universe aligning timelines to match you. So your timeline shift is going to create towers. There's going to be things that are falling away quickly from your experience to as you are shifting into the new timeline, into the timeline that is of your greatest and highest good. And you need to be able to let those things fall away for the shift to be successful. Because if we hold on to those things from the past, we are hooking ourselves, we are anchoring ourselves into an old timeline that's no longer serving us. And in this timeline, you need to have a very balanced discernment, cutoff, and communication. And you need to have very balanced heart space, compassion, and creativity, and being in your authentic power between shining and taking passionate action. Okay, we've got a dedication to your heart healing and this movement from choppy waters into calmer waters. Okay, yes, that is the perfect confirmation of all that was just said. Okay, I'm going to move to a different deck here. I did an I Ching the other day and it reminded me of how much I love the I Ching. So let's I Ching it. Let's get a confirmation from the I Ching on this reading here, on this movement to the new timeline, to the new version of self, to this balancing between your heart and your head and the action and your choice, your choosing, your awareness of your choice, being your alchemy. All right, we're doing it differently. Well, that one showed up. Heaven, creative power, actions now will significantly affect your life. Timing is important as well as discipline and integrity. Ooh, nice. That's like discipline and integrity. Consistent action joined with strength of character will bring bold fortune, good fortune. Okay, I feel like that's the King and Queen of Wands here. And stay true to your own nature. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. Yes. Qian. Qian. Heaven. Creative power. Actions now will significantly affect your life. Yeah, you are moving into a period where you are actively co-creating with the universe and creating a heaven on earth for you, however that looks like for you. But you need to allow the old world, the old timeline to dissolve, to fall away, to shatter, to break, to do what it needs to do without judgment, without holding fast to it. Beautiful. Okay. Let's get kitty confirmation card here. We've got Flo. Beautiful. Meet Zephyr. She is flexible, flowing, and gentle like a light wind. She intuitively responds to the rhythms of the world around her. When a door opens, she just walks through, easy as a breeze. When the door closes, she circles eddies and finds a window to slip silently through. She blooms with the spring and knows how to let go with the fall. She is change, and she welcomes change. Her strength comes not through resistance, but through perfect flow, like a river sculpting the rocks, finding and making the space to keep moving. Beautiful confirmation from the Kitty cards. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Okay, and maybe a crystal card confirmation as well. And it's there. 24. We got a 24, which is new beginnings. Beautiful. This new timeline lining up here. Courage, strength, and faith. Gorgeous. Embrace the understanding that you are the creator of your reality and completely responsible for the events and circumstances in your life. As a conscious creator, you have released restricting life patterns of the past and are experiencing your new creation take form. Your path ahead is shimmering with possibility and potential. How big can you dream? What do you dare to wish for? You are deeply honored for your courage and strength. Applying this level of understanding and commitment to realizing your potential is the beginning of an amazing journey of transformation. Remember that your creations require nourishment, protection, and positive attention to grow. Okay? Yes, beautiful crystal confirmations. Remember that your creations require nourishment, protection, and positive attention to grow. You are guided to continue focusing on loving thoughts of inspiration as your new reality takes shape. By engaging this aspect of your being, you are connecting to your true nature. Trust in your power and release any fears or doubts lingering from old situations or past beliefs. You are growing well beyond those confines as you embrace your full potential. You are loved, and your soul's intent can be heard throughout the universe. Maintain your clarity of thought, and your outcome is assured. Okay? Wow. Beautiful crystal confirmations. We take it, we make it, we love it. We say thank you very much, right? All right, let's do a quick little one of these cards. Charms. Let's do some affirmation words here. Is that what they're called? Affirmation words. In it is metamorphosis. Okay, allow your change to be. Within myself is always awareness and opportunity to make choices that promote personal transformation. Let the things that want to fall away, and choose to focus on the things you want to stay. Okay. Beautiful. There's your messages for today. I hope there were some good ones in there and that it empowers you to move forward and to choose the thoughts that serve your greatest and highest good. Allow the old to fall away and get really excited for the space that it is creating for your new to be born within, to arise from. Okay? Like the phoenix from the ashes. All right. Love you, appreciate you, and I wish you love, 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 love. Okay. See you next time. Bye.